Hello everyone and welcome back to Ragnarok Online. In the last episode, I discussed what videos I will be releasing. Today, I will do a walkthrough of the Noblesse, Noblesse,
Noblesse. Noblesse.
Noblesse. Noblesse.
whatever. Equipment and the quest line that needs to be completed in order to get the equipment. Of course, we will be using our Shadow Chaser, Guess Who's Back, in order to do this quest line. I'm not gonna lie, this was my first time doing this quest line, and it really shows. But let's begin. So, you made it to level 100. You did your third job quest change, and now you're eyeing some new equipment because your Eden group items are not hitting quite as hard as they did before. Well, thankfully, in update 16.1, Gravity released the Royal Banquet questline. This series of quests will have you speaking to all the royal families of Midgard to find out who will be crowned the new king. But first, we need to make sure we meet the requirements to start the questline. In order to start the Royal Banquet, you must be over base level 100 and have access to the new world. If you have not unlocked the new world, it is quite simple. First, speak with the Cat Hand agent inside the Eden Group headquarters. He is standing at the end of the counter where you register. It's near the opposite end of Gramps. Next, select the options, "Why don't you collect it yourself?" and then "I'll help with the merchants." You will then be asked to make a one-time donation of 50,000 zeni. Once you do, he will teleport you to the Sagrat Desert. Here, you just need to walk east a little bit and speak to the cat. Select "Let's do this," and the cat will teleport you to the Dimensional Gorge. Move north a little bit and you will see the Cat Hand agent again. Speak to him and choose "To the Other World," and you will end up in the new world. Now, with that out of the way, we can get started on the main quest. If you want to follow along, you can use the guide on the IRO wiki. I will leave a link in the description below. First, you will need to speak to the Royal Errand Boy. This NPC can be located in most of the primary cities. I'll show a list on screen. I went to the one in Prontera. Speak with him for a bit and he will give you a banquet invitation. Head to Prontera Castle and speak with Chamberlain Bell. He will ask you to meet in your private room. I'll keep an image of the map with a red dot in the room you should be in for each part. This way it'll make it easier to find out where you need to go next. Now, head to the West Hall and into your private room. When you speak to Chamberlain Bell, he will discuss the ritual that needs to be done in order to replace the king. He will then tell you to meet all of the families. You can do the next part in any order, but it is much easier if you just follow the rooms in order. The first family is the Haynes family. Their room is just north of yours. Walk in and wait for the conversation to end. Speak with... These names are going to be so difficult, I am so sorry. Kronecker Hein. He will say that Peter will be the next candidate in line, and this will make Nihil jealous. Leave the room and walk a bit north to see a small cutscene of Nihil and Skia. Next will be the Nereus family. Their room is the next room to the north, 2 rooms from your own. When you walk in, speak with Spica Nereus. You will find out that the Nereus family is not interested in becoming the next holder of the throne, but their candidate is Eric, and he is already in the banquet hall. The last room on the west hall is the Walthers family. Walk in and speak with Ian Walthers. Make sure to speak with him a second time. There is supposed to be a dialogue that pops up, but I have seen it bug out. Just leave the room and come back. Once you get the pop-up dialogue with Richards, speak with Eisenhonor Walther to hear about the Guardian Knights and his manor in Alberta. Now, let's head over to the East Hall. Enter the first room in the East Hall, which belongs to the Wigner family. Wigner family? Anyway, speak with... Oh no. Louvier? Levier? Maybe Levier.
Levuyer Wigner.
Levuyer Wigner.
Levuyer Wigner.
Anyway, speak with L. Wigner. Once he introduces his family, speak with Jurgen Wigner, near the back of the room. Once that's done, leave the room and head up to the Richard family room. Speak with the butler first, so that you can actually speak with Poe Richard. Poe will ask if you've heard of the Richard Warriors. If you select I Try, it will unlock the daily quest that can be completed once you hit level 140. Head to the next room up on the East Hall. This is the Georg family room. Geoborg?
Geoborg.
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 Georg? Yeah, I'm telling you, these names are going to kill me every single time. Anyway, if you try to walk in, you'll be stopped by the guards. Say something nice and the queen will let you pass. Then speak to Queen Catherine Georg. She will give you a long backstory about her family ties. Go ahead and leave here, and lastly, head to the final room on the East Hall. This belongs to the Rogenberg family. In here, speak with Maximilian Rogenberg. Then, once he's done talking, speak to Wolf Rogenberg. Pay attention to this conversation. There are some hints to the Rogenberg side quest in this dialogue. Since you have spoken to all the families, head back to your private room. Speak with Chamberlain Bella again. You will finish the quest and receive your first 10 honor tokens, as well as a nice chunk of experience. You will be asked to head to the banquet hall. On your way out, you will get a small cutscene between two NPCs. Finish heading to the banquet hall anyway. Once inside, walk to the right of the stairs and speak with Skia and Spica. This will trigger a long discussion. Once Nihil becomes drunk and asks to leave, follow him to his room. When you get close to his room, you will see the two NPCs again. Finish the conversation and go inside Nihil's room. Skia and Nihil should appear if you walk around to the south part of the room. Go ahead and talk to them. You will need to head back to your room and speak with Bell. He will then summon the court mage Nilim. Speak with Nilim to transport you to the Royal Memory map. Once on the map, run north and speak with Nilim again. You will need to be in a party for Nilim to create the instance for you. Please note that this is a solo instance, so you should be the only person in the party. Once that's done, speak with the Room of Consciousness teleporter to enter your instance. Once inside, talk to the two NPCs near where you spawned. They will ask you to sit next to Poe Richard. Walk to the empty spot next to Poe and the ceremony will start. During the ceremony, an intruder will come in and attack Peter. He will spawn 3 enemies. If you're having trouble killing the enemies, Walk to the west or the left side of the room and Nihil will heal you and cast Kyrie Eleison on you. Once you kill all the enemies, speak with Kronecker Hein at the altar. Once the scene is over, head south to exit the instance. Now speak with Ian Walters. He accuses you of setting everything up to steal Terra Gloria and the Star of Blessing, which are now missing. Nihil reveals that he might have let the ritual location slip while he was drunk. Once everyone is gone, speak with the mage Nilim. He will suggest to look around for clues. Speak with Lint, the librarian, to discover a book with magical blank pages. Show this to Mage Nilim. He will speak about the dimensional crack and then tell you to leave by speaking to the Guardian Knight. The Guardian Knight will teleport you out, but put you into prison? Well, that's very rude. Anyway, speak to the Overwatcher Turkith to be let out. Head back to your room and speak with Bell. He will let you know that you need to speak with the Nereus family. Go north to the Nereus room and speak with Spica. You might need to wait until Spica is the only NPC in the room before the right dialogue will appear. After the conversation, head to the Heinz room just south of the Nereus room. Speak with Kronecker Hein. He will give you 20 honor tokens and a glorious amount of experience. Now, technically, this is the end of the main quest. For finishing, this has given you 30 honor tokens. This is enough to unlock 3 pieces of the noble equipment. I'll leave a link in the description for the noble equipment, since it can change what is available depending on which class you are using. For example, on my Shadow Chaser, I can access both the attack and magic armor, but on my Rune Knight, I only had access to the attack armor. Now, in order to get more honor tokens, you will need to do the family side quests and the main boss instance. Some quests are repeatable daily, and the boss instance is on a 16-hour cooldown. Each quest will give you between 1 to 10 honor tokens, and the boss will give you 30 on your first completion and 10 daily afterwards. I would highly suggest doing all the side quests and the daily quests. They give a great amount of experience, and the extra honor tokens can help you get those +9 tickets to automatically upgrade your noble equipment to +9. Now, I know this episode was quite quick, but now is a good place to split the videos. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed, hit that button and the bell icon in order to get notifications for the next video. Speaking of which, for the next video, I'll go over the side quests as well as the boss fight. I'll throw in some tips for people who are having issues with the boss, especially like I did. For now, please enjoy watching me die to the boss for the outro. Until next time, thanks for watching, keep gaming, Operator out.